welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a video that I'm actually really excited about. It's going to be a sit-down video, which I haven't really done in a bit. So let's see how awkward I can get today. But today's video is going to be all of my Target favorites. Now I went through my Target app and I have like your own account, so you have your own barcode. So every time I go, I scan the barcode and it saves a little bit, like a couple of cents on things, and then I can use it towards other things I buy. But the biggest benefit of that is it shows you what you've purchased. So it was really easy for me to go through the last year or so of purchases and pick out things that I still use and that I love. And so I'm really excited to share them. I have 4 different categories of favorites. We're going to go one by one, talk about each thing on my list. So let's get started. Okay, so our first category today is going to be classroom items. Now, I currently teach first grade, and last year I taught kindergarten. And so I've only taught for 2 years in lower elementary, so just keep that in mind, that these are things that maybe elementary teachers in general, or maybe even lower elementary teachers use, that I have to use or that I choose to use that I like and that I bought from Target. So the very first thing I wrote was the Target Dollar Spot. Now the Target Dollar Spot is great for anyone, but especially for teachers because it's cheap, and between July and October it is full of classroom back to school goodies. My only tip for the Dollar Spot is to just be mindful that what you're buying, even though it's cheap and it feels like you would use it, really have a purpose in your mind when you're going to use it. So when I go into the Dollar Spot, especially in those dreaded, or not the dreaded because I enjoy it, but those targeted 3 months that are targeted towards teachers mostly, go in, if you see something you like, I look at it and I stand there and I think to myself in that moment, when will I use this in my classroom? Will I use it in the next month? If I'm not going to use it in the next month, I can't buy it, because if I did, and I have, when I was a first year teacher, I bought all of it. Everything. Before I even had a classroom, and just thought, I'll use it eventually. And a lot of the stuff, now, ending my second year, granted my second year this year has been virtual teaching, some of it I either never used, still wrapped up in the packaging in my closet somewhere, or I used it for a very little bit of time, and then my kids either ruined it, or it didn't really work for my class, or they didn't last long enough. So whatever it is, think about how you could use it in the moment. That's my Dollar Spot tip, because it's very enticing to buy all of it. But you can find great things in the Dollar Spot as a teacher. So check it out. The next thing for classroom is treasure box toys. Now, I liked using my treasure box when I had an in-person class. I haven't gotten to use one this year, but I'm planning on using it again when I become an in-person teacher, hopefully in the fall. And so what I would do, you can find great things in the Dollar Spot that you can put in your treasure box. But I also, when I really want to check to find really high quality treasure box items, if I feel like my class has deserved it, is I walk over to the party section. Now, there's, streamers and bags and things like that. But there's a little section of things that you would put in goodie bags. And lots of times it's a set of 12 to 20 of something. They are a tad pricier than the Dollar Spot, but not by a lot. So if you want to maybe give your kids a really fun gift, check there. Or maybe if they deserve a high treasure box item, check there. There's really fun things. I found kazoos. I found little dinosaurs that had all kinds of colors, so even the girls were into it because they had pink and purple ones. I found the little shape mazes. I'll put a picture of what that is because I feel like that's hard to describe. But my kids were obsessed with those. They were gone so fast. I only got them one time. They were gone within a month. So treasure box items, Dollar Spot, or the party section. The next classroom item, and I'm not going to really mention school supplies because you can find bulk school supplies in many other places than Target. It's not cost efficient as a teacher to buy glue sticks and pencils and things like that at Target. The only thing that I bought like as a class set of at Target were plastic pocket folders with prongs. Now, those folders in general are just going to be more expensive, and I feel like the only other place that might be comparable to this price would be Walmart, but I feel like Walmart is like out of stuff so quickly, and I'm already going to be at Target because I have a Target addiction, so I bought plastic folders for my kids at Walmart. Or, I'm sorry, at Target. I put Walmart on my brain, but Target, that's what we're talking about. So the plastic pocket folders are 75 cents each, which is a little pricey for a class set, but I used this specific folder. Every kid had one starting like maybe the second or third week of school, and it was their writing folder. So they used it every single day. I put things in the prongs. They had things in both pockets, and it lasted up until March when the start of the pandemic. None of them, I mean none of them, broke in any way. And I had kindergartners who didn't know how to handle things and didn't treat them well. And those pocket folders lasted. So I'm planning on getting them again for my students for their writing folders or for whatever else I might decide to use them for. So that is something I think is worth splurging on. You, of course, every teacher has their own, school supplies item that they splurge for. So maybe check out Target because I'm sure it's great. But that's mine. So pocket folders. Okay, and the very last thing I think is a classroom item that like every teacher knows about because it's in the dollar spot during those like 3 months, which are the colorful bins, right? We all have them, or at least some of them, and those are great. But I love the book bins. This is a picture of the set that I ordered online. I ordered these online right before my first year teaching because every time I would go to Target, I would only see like one of the colors or two of the colors, or like I wanted all of the colors and I wanted multiple of all the colors. So I ordered a set online and they sent one of every color in this set, and it was the same price as the dollar spot per bin. So this is what they are. I'm going to make sure, by the way, I'm going to link everything I talk about below. So I will definitely link these. And I think you can order these all year, not just see them in the dollar spot during that, period of time. But I love the book bins. Again, my kindergartners last year, they were in and out of my library every day, multiple times a day. Book bins lasted perfectly. They're in perfect condition, and I still use them. I actually bought an extra set this year because, I bought more books, but that's another situation. But yeah, book bins, amazing. Okay, we're moving on from classroom items, and the next category are clothes. I love clothes. I love buying clothes. I love styling clothes. And Target is a little bit of like a danger zone for me with clothes, especially as of recently. So I'm going to tell you some of the clothes that I've currently been obsessed with, or like the brands that Target has that I love. So I'll start with the brands. Target has lots of brands within their clothing section for men, women, children, all kinds of things. I'm really only going to focus on the women's clothing, obviously. So my top brand for Target clothing is Wild Fable. I love Wild Fable so much. I feel like that's where they get that's where I put the trendier clothes. But right now the spring fashion at Target is really great, and I love Wild Fable. So check them out. I also love A New Day. Both of the things I'm wearing right now, I have on this like white t-shirt and this green blazer, are A New Day from Target. A New Day is definitely more, I would say like minimal. I feel like it's not very bold, but I like that a lot, and I feel like it's really, you can find a lot of like professional pieces in it. And then I also love Universal Thread, which is pretty casual. And speaking of Universal Thread, I also am obsessed with their earrings. I have so many of the Universal Thread earrings. I pretty much only buy that brand of earrings from Target because I think that they're the cutest. So those are like my 3 favorite brands from Target to buy clothing from. Now, as far as specific clothing pieces that I've been kind of obsessed with recently, I have 2. One of them is this set, loungewear set from oh gosh, I don't know the brand off the top of my head, but I'll, link it down below. But it's this loungewear set that is so soft. Like so soft. It probably had like 5 or 6 colors. I got the yellow color and it is so, I really can't express how soft it is. I bought it at the beginning of spring break, I think, and I pretty much lived in it during spring break. So I'm really obsessed with that right now. The other clothing piece that I like is just so perfect for me and for spring are these like springtime overalls. Here's a picture of me in them, but I'm obsessed with them. I think they're so cute. I kind of love overalls like too much. I have a lot of overall things or like jumpsuity things. And these are like my current favorite. They're so comfortable. They fit me perfectly, like perfect. And overalls are kind of tricky because sometimes you have to be a certain height or a certain size for them to fit properly because, jumpsuits are just weird to fit. But I feel like it fits so perfect, like width-wise for the correct size. And I'm pretty short. I'm only 5'1", and they were not so long, and the torso wasn't so long that it felt awkward. They were perfect, so I'm obsessed with these. I've probably worn them like 4 times in the last month that I've owned them, and I'm not going to stop. So those are all of my like clothing favorites from Target as of right now. My next category is kitchen favorites. Now, I have a lot of stuff from Target in my kitchen, like a lot. I'm going to talk about 3 things that I've purchased in the last like couple months that I use all the time, like either daily or weekly. So the first one is kind of embarrassing. So I'm just going to preface that now and you can't judge me. Is this plastic plate bowl cup set for children. If you were subscribed to me in the summer and you watched some of my summer vlogs, there is a vlog where I found this at Target and came home and showed it to the vlog and was very embarrassed that I bought it. And I honestly thought I wouldn't really use it that much, but we use these things all the time. So there's 3 different designs for each set, and we have 2 of the sets. The one set we don't have is like a unicorn set because it's a little too girly. And I think Rob would not be about it. But there's like a space set, really cute, and then like a fruits and vegetables design. This is the most embarrassing thing on this list, at least I think it is. But these plates are so high quality for being plastic plates. I bought them in June. It's April, June or July. They have done no wrong. They are in perfect condition. We use the bowls all the time. The cups are very small. So I use the cups mostly to like froth like creamer and stuff in it or to fill the water jar for our cats. Or if I really want just a little bit of a drink, I think they're perfect. But the plates and bowls are perfect sizes for having snacks and they're so cute. And I know they still exist because I've seen them at Target very recently. So I will definitely link them below. If you have kids, you can also buy them for your kids. If you don't have kids like me, you can also buy them and enjoy them. And no one should judge you because I don't judge you. And I have them and I love them. So that's the first thing for my kitchen. The second thing I actually bought only a couple weeks ago and I've really, really, really loved it. Rob and I have a pretty small kitchen storage. We live in a 1-bedroom apartment, so our kitchen is not massive, but we have a little pantry and we put our spices in there in a basket so we can take the basket out and bring it over to where we're going to cook, put it back. And we had a smaller basket and we were starting to run out of room because we really love spices. And so I was like, okay, I need to buy a bigger basket. And I found this basket from Target and it's like a wire white basket. It was in the kitchen section and it is such a good size. It's so nice looking. Like I feel like it's so aesthetically pleasing to open my pantry and just see this beautiful basket. I would like to like get other jars for our spices to make that look a little more aesthetically pleasing, but for right now it's doing its job. And it was not that expensive at all, and it is high quality. Like it's metal, it's not gonna break, and I'm really obsessed with it. So I would suggest finding that basket for other things in your pantry, or maybe more than one. I would love to buy another and use it to put other stuff in that we use all the time. So that's been a really big lifesaver. And it has handles on it, so it's really easy to bring in and out of the pantry when we're going to cook. I've really, really loved that basket. Okay, I only have one more thing for this list, and that for the kitchen list, and that is my KitchenaId. So I am gluten-free, and I recently in the past year decided to try to make some more gluten-free baked goods. I've never really baked anything before that was gluten-free, at least, because, or from scratch. Like I would bake things from gluten-free mixes, but I really wanted to try this year to like get more into gluten-free baking, because I want to be able to eat yummy treats that I don't get to eat very much because they're harder to find gluten-free. So I splurged on a KitchenaId, and I'm so happy I did. This KitchenaId is so beautiful. It matches our kitchen so great. The only thing I will say is, like, if I could re-buy it, I might buy the one that's like slightly bigger. I'll link both of them below, just because I feel like my bowl fills pretty quickly. So I might buy the one that's slightly bigger, and maybe in a couple years I will. But right now this is great for me. I love it. It works so amazingly. I mean, it's supposed to work so amazingly, and it really does. I don't know where I was just looking, but yeah, I love my KitchenaId. And also, because it's a little expensive, or it was a little expensive, I've told myself that I have to use it. Like, I can't let it be a wasted purchase, because then I'll be really annoyed with myself. And I'm having a lot of fun learning to bake things. I've also used it for mashed potatoes, and that's really, really great. I've heard you can use a KitchenaId mixer to like shred chicken. I've seen that online as like a hack or whatever, but it's amazing, and I can't recommend it enough. Okay, we only have one more category, and that is home decor. This is the biggest category because lots of my decor is from Target, like probably 70% of it. And so it's hard for me to like narrow down what I really love. And I was thought to myself, what will I absolutely keep in the next place I live in, no matter what? Like, if it breaks, I'll rebuy it, kind of thing. So this is the list. This list is a tad long. Well, it's not too long, but it's longer than the other one. The first one is not really decor, but it didn't really fit in the other lists. And that is the cat toys that we buy for our cats. Now, PetSmart, Petco, those places are great. They have so many cool toys. They're a little pricey, those toys. And so Target has these adorable, adorable sets of 2 cat toys for only like $2 or $3. And we have 2 cats. So when I go to Target, not every time, but sometimes, I'll buy little sets of those cat toys, or maybe one set, and I'll bring it home and I'll open it up and I'll give each cat one of them, and they love them. They're little, they have a feather on them, they make a noise, they're perfect, and they're adorable. The sets that they have usually go together. Like, we have a campfire and a s'more, we have an avocado and an avocado toast, things like that. It's so cute, and I'm really obsessed with buying them. We have so many. And they're all over our house all the time, but we do have a little basket we try to put them in. So if you have a cat, check them out. I've gotten them from, most of them are from the brand Quirky Kitty. So maybe if they have a website, you can look there too, but they're pretty cheap and really fun. And they last a long time. I mean, granted, my cats aren't too aggressive with their toys, but they last a while. So I'm happy with that. But yeah, the cat toys we buy, big fan. The next thing I want to mention is our oil diffuser. Now, I had an oil diffuser before this one that I bought on Amazon like 4 years ago, and that one was fine, but it wasn't that big, and I wanted to, so it would run out of like water quickly and you have to refill it. So I wanted to buy a bigger one, and this one is so beautiful. It lasts up to 6 hours if you fill it all the way, and it is great. I love diffusing oil, so I will link this oil diffuser. They have this size and they have a smaller size too, so if you want to use it in a smaller space. I bought the bigger one because it's kind of like in the center of our apartment between the bathroom, our room, and the living room. And so I wanted it to really fill the apartment with like a nicer smell. But I am considering buying a smaller one for our kitchen, just to have another diffuser on the other side of our house, and then they'll match, but we'll see. But yeah, I'll link both of them below. It's beautiful, it's gold, it has rainbow lights, and it does a really great job. And if you've never bought an oil diffuser, do it. They're really fun, and they're really cute, and they smell amazing. And this one is just really, really pretty, so I love our oil diffuser. So the next thing that I want to mention are our couch pillows. These couch pillows are the softest pillows ever. I was at Target one day, and I was not planning on buying these, and I knew we needed new couch pillows, so I went to the pillow section because I go to every section. And so I was in the pillow section, and I just saw one, and they're big too. They're like big pillows. Okay, I don't know why my camera stopped. So I was in the pillow section, and I felt this pillow, and it was the softest thing ever. So I thought, oh my gosh, I really want to buy this. And then I found a second one, like in the wrong spot, like on the other end of the pillow section. And then I found a third one that was smaller, and I just thought, this is too perfect. So they're so beautiful. They're white, so I might have already stained one, but they're really, really soft, and I'm so happy I bought them. So I just really love my pillows. They're so cozy, perfect, and I think they brighten up our couch, because our couch, I like our couch, but I think it's a little dark sometimes, and so having that like white pillow on it, I think really brightens it up and just makes it really inviting. Okay, the next thing, this kind of goes along with the diffuser, but it's a little different. It's candle. We all love candles. My favorite candles ever are the Bath & Body Works candles, but sometimes I'm not at a Bath & Body Works. I'm most likely at a Target. And Target has so many candle brands that I haven't tried all of them, but the ones that I find that last the longest and give off the strongest smell are the Hearth & Hand candles. They are so, so good. I've purchased little ones, I've purchased massive ones, and they're all amazing. So if you are looking for a really good candle that has a stronger smell and will last more than like 20 hours of burning, go to Hearth & Hand. I think that their candles are really, really well made. I have tried a couple other Target candles, like the Opal House candle is okay, but it's second to the Hearth & Hand for sure. So I'm obsessed with them. I check every time I'm there. I've recently only started buying the bigger ones just so they'll last longer. And sometimes the scents are, it's like a candle. Sometimes you like the scent, sometimes you don't. But every time I go, if they have one of our favorite scents and we're out of a candle, I try to get one because they're so, so, so good. And generally, Hearth & Hand in general, I'm obsessed with. But I can't list all the things that I own from Hearth & Hand, or we'll be here for a little bit. So I'm just going to talk about the candles. The candles are great. Go buy one. See if you like it. And then if you do, maybe check out the other Hearth & Hand things. The last two things on my home decor list, and the last two things of this video, are the most expensive, but I love them so much that I would buy them all over again. The very first thing is our living room rug. It is this massive tan and white rug. Rob and I took a lot of time to buy a rug for our living room. One, because it's expensive, and two, because we wanted a rug that was not only really simple, I didn't want like a big pattern on the rug, and we wanted it to be slightly fuzzy, but not so fuzzy that our cats could like rip it up. Also, LOL, I just noticed he's been sitting there. But yeah, we wanted one that wasn't so fuzzy that they would think it was like, oh, I can scratch this and ruin it. And also we wanted it to be pretty big because we wanted it to fill the living room and not be too bold of a color. We also wanted like a neutral color. So we had a lot of like categories and things we wanted to accomplish with this rug. And every time we went out to like go home decor shopping or go to Target or whatever, we would feel rugs while we were out. And we were at Target one day and we felt that rug, but it was in a much smaller size. And so I like saved it to my app, and I actually ended up ordering it online, all thanks to my students gifting me Target gift cards for Christmas. I got so many gift cards from them that I was able to basically get this rug for free. And I'm so grateful for that. But this rug is amazing. We've had it for probably like 4 months, and it's awesome. Like, the cats haven't ripped it up. It vacuums really well. It's still so soft, and it's beautiful. So I'm obsessed with it, and I definitely will put it in the next place we live until it falls apart. I really love it. And also, as far as rugs come, it really wasn't like so expensive. Yes, it was more money than like a lot of decor, but I felt like it was a pretty comparable price for a rug of that size. So I'll link the rug, and I'll write what size we have down below too, so you can see the price. But I really love it. Okay, the last thing are my favorite things I've ever bought at Target. They're my favorite things in our home, and I will have them forever, or until my cats destroy them or they fall apart. So they are my accent chairs. I have 2 accent chairs in this apartment. One of them is in our bedroom, and it's my kind of little like boho cozy corner in our bedroom. I'm obsessed with it, and it's just this beautiful green velvet chair from Opal House, and it's pretty small. Like, you can only really fit 1 person on it, and it's a great like just little corner chair. We've decorated it with like a little neutral blanket and one of those cozy white pillows, and I've just set up this really beautiful corner. I film a lot of stuff in that corner. I didn't really today because I kind of wanted this like, I don't know, ethereal background, and also I wanted to sit on the bed. It's comfortable. But yeah, I really love that corner, and I love that chair. It's so comfortable. But yeah, that's the first chair. The other chair is my beautiful baby blue velvet chair that's in our living room. I am obsessed with this chair. An interesting thing about these chairs is we don't like sit in them a lot because, well, we don't really have people over to sit in them because of COVID. But every time I do sit in it, sometimes I sit in that chair in the morning when, like on the weekend morning. Sometimes I journal in the morning on the weekends, or I'll sit with my laptop on it, and it's so comfortable. So comfortable. In that corner, we've kind of styled it with a tiny little table and then a plant with some art above it, but I just can't wait to continually bring these chairs to where we live in the future and continue to style them and move them to different places and just have them forever. I love them so much. They are so high quality, so comfy, so cozy, and so cute. So I'm so obsessed with them. The sun is setting outside, and it is time to end this video, but thank you guys so much for watching this. I had a really fun time going through things that I've purchased from Target for all different aspects of my life, and if I missed a category that you're curious about, leave it down below. Maybe I'll do a part 2 of this video sometime, and maybe I'll have more to add to these categories, which I'm sure I will, because we've established I have a Target obsession. So thank you for watching. Please like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I talk about food, cooking, gluten-free life, city life, I live in Atlanta, teacher life, lifestyle. I just kind of share whatever I'm into. So please subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Also, if you want me to do another video like this with a different store, I think the 2 that come to my brain right now that I think I could totally make are Amazon, because we all buy a bazillion things from Amazon, and IKEA. I have a lot of things from IKEA as well. So if you want to see my IKEA or Amazon favorites, let me know below. Maybe I'll make that sometime soon. And I'm just really happy you're here. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching this video. I love you so much. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and on TikTok. And I will see you guys in the next one. Remember, keep spreading positivity. And I'll see you soon. Bye, friends.
Yesterday, there was sun and there